Hey folks. So this is my second video session of the day. I was planning on doing a longer flight, but I did just have some spicy jerk chicken leftovers for lunch, and my mouth is still recovering. It is very sore right now. I can still taste things. I checked. But I am not set for any kind of long, extended session right now. So instead, we're going to do a little one-off, a little bonus video. We are going to review Beren's original old-fashioned brandy. This is from Wisconsin. It's very Wisconsin. This is from the Dancing Goat Distillery in Cambridge, which is just east of Madison, as I recall. Somewhere in that area between Milwaukee and Madison. And, of course, Dancing Goat. We've talked about them on the channel before. Does a ton of sourced bottling stuff over there. Some is quite a lot of fun. This is a regular release of theirs, though. There's a little bit of irony to this because they're saying they have made it as Wisconsin as they could, and of course it has to be sourced from California. There's nowhere else this is from. This is sourced from the Argonaut folks, from the Gallows and the Constellations and the Korbels, out the sort of big mass brandy distilleries out there, distilling excess fruit from like the Central Valley and stuff. So that's where this has to be from because there's nowhere else it could possibly be from. But it has a gray label. I love this label. It is bottled at 45%, and it is signed off by, what is the guy's first name? Charlie Berens. Charlie Berens. The survival guide to the Midwest guy. That guy. Kind of is responsible for this, apparently. So I wanted to try it. I wanted to try it and review it and see if it is recommendable for your Wisconsin Old Fashions. On the nose. I mean, it smells like a better version of, the ubiquitous California brandies out there that you will always see on the bottom shelves of your local liquor store, right beneath the Hennies and the Courvoisiers and that kind of thing. It just smells like a better version of that. It's okay. So we got some raisins, we got some grapiness, got some oakiness. There's a little bit of vanilla. Right away. So I mean, the comparison point for this is going to be like Christian Brothers, The Sacred Bond, which is coming out of Heaven Hill. That is kind of its own character because it's much more bourbony than this. This really doesn't strike me as bourbony. It does have a little bit of American oak in there. There's a little bit of vanilla, but a lot of this more dried fruit. There's some like grunge to this. Some, old used pencils covered in dirt. That's not a big, huge, loud nose by any means. Slightly metallic as well. There's like a rustiness to this. And what is that? Something else. I mean, there's some different kinds of fruits in there. There's a little bit of an orange peel kind of character. A little touch of apricot. Mostly on raisins, though. That's about all I can get in the nose. 45% is certainly better than it could be, but it's still not a big, loud nose by any means. All right, on the palate. So here's the first bit of good news. This is pretty dry. It took me a second to kind of clock it as that because it arrives on the front end. It actually presents pretty sweet. So I thought, but you pay attention to how it finishes. The finish is actually, still quite dry. So I don't. If there is sugar added to this, it's very, very modest. It's not bugging me. Yeah, it's fun. It's grungy. Arrives, presents sweet, fruity. There is kind of red box sun-kissed raisins. There's some golden raisins. There's some apricot. There's even a little hint of marzipan in there. You know, little packages you get in like a Mexican grocery store or something. A little bit of that. Touch of plum up front as well. And then it gets like kind of dirtier as it travels through your mouth in a nice way. Ripe's fruity, and as it rolls back, you get the dirty pencils, some like dry, dusty stuff, rust, touch of like old rubber maybe, but it doesn't taste like rum heads. This is not percent rummy at all, but it does have some industrial character all its own. Yeah, there's some black pepper. Little touch of like a bitter tea kind of thing, like an overstewed Darjeeling or something. Coming through the back end. The structure and the finish holds on pretty long. The bitterness, the pepper, the tannins, that stays long. The fruit fades reasonably quickly. And that's a problem for a conventional, sippy spirit. As a mixing spirit, this is fine. Yeah, I will add some water to this. I'll babble for a moment. And, we'll talk about it. What do I say about this? It's nice to see someone doing something about all the stocks of California brandy out there in, California. And, of course, it would have to end up in Wisconsin somehow or other. This really feels like something tailor-built for the Wisconsin Old Fashioned. I will say, now that I think on the back end of this, there is a little bit of an aniseed black licoricey thing that makes me think you could do a Wisconsin Old Fashioned, but with the cherries and the mashed up orange and all that stuff. And top it with, what do you top it with? Like ginger, is it ginger ale or is it like Sprite? Whatever you want to top it with. Bear with me for a second. What if you made a Wisconsin Sazerac instead? So you got a little bit of absinthiness in there, a little bit of licorice. I think that would actually work really well with this. I know that's heretical, but I do think absinthe plus this, plus maybe some Peychaud's bitters thrown in there as well instead of your traditional Angosturas. That plus a big old mass of mushed up fruit would work really well. What was I going to say? Sorry. End footnote. The thing is, there's a fair number of wineries in Wisconsin. I have tried a few wines from there. I don't think they're very good. But I would love to see distilleries up there sourcing that fruit and distilling it. And I've said this before. There's a lot of little wineries around the country, making wine that sells the tourists and the grocery stores and no one really buys it or drinks it or enjoys it at least. But that fruit, for me, would make a fantastic foundation for brandy. So I would like to see less Chambersons and Vidal Blancs floating around the country. I know in wine world, people are trying to go to the hybrid grapes. Sorry, everyone. Hybrid grapes are not going to happen. It's just not going to happen. Sorry. But what I would love to see is hybrid grapes as a foundation for American brandy distilling. Because, hey, they do it in Armagnac with Baco. So maybe it'll work here too. Sorry, that is enough of my babbling. Let's get back and finish this off. With water. Okay, it actually gets a little bit brighter with water. There's a little bit of like a lemon something coming through. Like a, what is that? Maybe lemon bar? Yeah. No, not lemon bar. Like a... the lighter side of lemon. Like lemon soap. Let's go with that. Lemon hand soap. Yeah, nice. It smells like lemon hand soap, but nice. But all the other stuff is still there. I'm enjoying the kind of industrial side of this because it does bring that kind of aniseedy note. It's subtle, but it's there. Okay, on the palate. It's not a fabulous spirit by any means, but it's like $22. And it's certainly serviceable. It's fun. It's has a little bit of a character to it. It's you don't expect something to arrives this kind of fruity and nice on the front end, borderline sweet on the front end, to close so kind of industrial and grungy and dry. Changes with water. I think that the sense of sweetness actually cranks up a little bit, but I still don't think this is this has sugar added, or at least not very much. Lovely. I would love to make a Wisconsin Old Fashioned with this, to the extent that I would ever drink such a thing. Better yet, I would love to make a Wisconsin Sazerac with something like this. So we're going to give it a nice, honest... It's not good, but it's on the upper end of not good. So I'm going to call this 82 points. And yeah, that is the video. Thank you for watching. And cheers. I'm going to go probably drink another glass of milk because it seems to be helping. Bye.